Hi, I'm Pam from AccuQuilt, and I'm here today to help you walk through the pattern of our brand new quilt called Twirling Petals. So here's the sample of it. Isn't it beautiful? I love that the fact that all of the outside petals on all the blocks are the same, but the inside is scrappy as well as the center. So this is a great way to use up your layer cakes. I know you have them, or your scraps from other quilts that you might use. So let's talk a little bit about how we're going to cut this fabric and how we're going to put it together. So today we're going to use our GO fabric cutter, our 8-inch cube, and our 8-inch cube companion set. You're going to need a total of 6 dies, 1 from the companion set and the rest from your 8-inch cube. So get those dies all out. And this is a great way, like I said before, to use up layer cakes or charm packs or those scraps you have in your stash. So today I'm going to use a layer cake and show you this really fun way that we're going to cut half square triangles and the chisels. So first, I want to find the lengthwise grain of this layer cake. It's important to make sure the lengthwise grain of the fabric travels back and forth through the machine. That lengthwise grain is really tight, so every time you're going to get an accurate and clean cut. Now you can cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time through our GO machine, but here's what I want to show you how to do. So I'm going to find the lengthwise grain. So kind of look, kind of low and wonky sound, really loose. Look, nice and tight. That's the lengthwise grain. So I'm going to lay my layer cake down. I'm going to take my GO ruler and my rotary cutter, and I'm just going to rough cut a 5-inch strip through the width of the fabric. Now you could do more than 1 layer, but I'm just going to cut 1 layer at a time. All right, so now I have 2 pieces of this layer cake, and first I'm going to show you how to cut half square triangles, because this is really fast and really easy to do. So again, I can cut up to 6 layers of cotton fabric with our GO fabric cutter. So I'm going to take the fabric, remember this is the lengthwise grain. I'm going to find the label on the die, put it at my belly, and I'm just going to fan fold over that shape. The two-tone foam on the shape of the die shows you where to lay your fabric. Now I only need 4 half square triangles, so I'm just going to cut 2 layers of fabric in this one pass. So I'm going to take my GO fabric cutter. Now you want to make sure it's on a table that's tall enough for you to get a good feel for it, and to make sure that it's on a sturdy table so it doesn't get all wobbly. Take my die with the fabric, take my cutting mat. Don't worry about this tail, it's going to go through just fine. Turn the handle on my GO fabric cutter. And just like that, ta-da, I've cut 4 half square triangles. Now this is a really great tip. If you lift this cutting mat up, it's just all the pieces are going to fly everywhere. So watch. You want to slide that mat off, don't lift. All right. So now, ta-da, ta-da, I have cut perfect half square triangles. Not only have I cut perfect half square triangles, but we've already cut the dog ears off. So now right along here, that's your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Isn't that brilliant? Now this piece of fabric that's left over, don't throw it away. Not that we would ever throw fabric away. I'm going to cut some chisels, and let me tell you some secrets about cutting chisels. Again, I want to take that label on the chisel die, turn it towards my belly. Now chisels are directional, which means how we fan folded before for the half square triangles won't work on a chisel. Otherwise, half of your shapes are going to be the wrong direction. So I'm going to take this rest of my layer cake that I cut, and I'm going to I'm going to cover that shape where that two-tone foam is. And then look, we saved that scraps from the other one. I'm going to lay it right on top. Put my cutting mat right on top. Turn the handle on our GO fabric cutter. And that's how fast and easy you could cut a chisel. Slide that mat off, pull back, and ta-da! They're perfect every time. 90% faster using the GO fabric cutting system than if you did it with scissors or a rotary cutter. And again, look on our chisel, we've cut that dog ear off, so now we know where that 1/4 inch seam allowance is. So I'm just going to show you how easy these pieces go together. Now previously, I had cut some white half square triangles. So I'm going to show you this pieces right here for the chisels. So see how we just have each of these chisels and we have just that half square triangle. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put right sides together. And it's really easy to line up the fabric because we've cut off those dog ears. Take my little pin. And now I know exactly where to sew my perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. All right. Take out my pin and look. I'm going to just press it open. And you can see how easy those chisels turned into rectangles. So look at that. So think about this, quilters. What's left from the center after you finish cutting all of the chisels out, you could use in the center of your blocks. So it's a great way to use your scraps, your stash, layer cakes, charm packs, whichever fabric that you have available.